Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the streaming. Wingate Park Country Club, beautiful venue. Greens have sped up throughout the day. I reckon they're notching up to about 15 seconds now. Could even go a little bit faster. And we're in for a nice session 3 match here. Sepia Mathewson against Andrew Sterley. Sepia losing 21-20 on the Jerry Baker. And Andrew Sterley looking to get off the mark. So it's going to be interesting. Sepia is also noughts from 2, so a winner. And the rink next door, we've got Musselman, 7 Secha Makota. And we'll do our best to keep you entertained and up to date with the various games and scores where we see them. As always, ask us questions, tell us where you're watching, interactive. Follow Bow South Africa YouTube channel. You can find the information on the website, balls.za. Of course, on YouTube and Facebook. Everything's there. Plenty of action, plenty of streaming opportunities, 2 streams to watch the Open and obviously the juniors as well. So find your favorites, follow your players and enjoy yourselves. In for a great afternoon, and that's a great opener from Charles. And yeah, let's just give a quick shout production crew. Cape Town Talking Heads do a phenomenal job. Sound and whatnot, but we've sorted them all out. Sepia's a very good start. Quick turnaround between his game against Jerry Baker on the rink on C2. He's now on C1. He's playing the backhand well, yeah. Settled down nice. And it's a big crew that takes care of it. Guys standing in the sun all day to make sure that we get the action replays. Andrew just his ball's not coming back to the centre line. Colleen Pickett is 16-10 up in her game against Gerber. Jax van Rensburg 11-4 up on Desi Rosenblatt. Desi is runner-up. Paul White has taken a 2-0 lead over Jerry Baker. And Marisol Rousseau 5 up against the Uppers. Andrew begging that one to come back, but again, it's the weight that's holding him back. He's got 2 backwards if he wants to be brave on this first end. Serbia with a great backward there. Just under, and it cuts away. So that's a good start from Serbia. 2-0 up. Absolutely fantastic afternoon. Bit of a hush around the crowd as all these games are on the go. Everyone's in the zone, focused. Beautiful facilities here at Wingate Park. They seem to get better every year. Love to know what's in store next time. Obviously, Bridget had a lot of people watching her game, so her scoreboard's in the background. She's got the upper hand over Sechamokoto in the early stages. And Colleen Pickett is doing very well in her game. It's a cracking start. Oh, look how that ball is moving all the while. Nearly fell over and might still continue to fall over. Touched. Andrew staring this down. Has he got the weight? It's very close. Oof. It's a very good second shot. Allows him to play with a little bit more freedom. Absolutely brilliant entertainment so far today. 2 games, 21-20. Probably the best thing ever that the games seem to be playing quite fast, so that we got to watch that titanic match of Jerry Baker against Serbia, 21-20. If you missed it, I'd rewind and have a good watch. It was absolutely brilliant. Nan Russ said, hello everyone watching from Amsterdam, with a little freezing emoji face. So Nan, pity it's so cold there, because it's lovely and warm here in Pretoria. But enjoy the streaming action. And again, we must just say full credit to Bowls South Africa's sponsors, Personal Trust and Barton Insurance Brokers. They do so much for bowls at all levels. But we thank them for their years and years of service. As we watch Serbia, as he's going to pull the whites. That's fantastic. The head wasn't shaping up well for him, and he's changed it completely with getting the good one shot. Sandra got the weight on this hand to hold himself up. Looks like it's cut. Doesn't enjoy it. It's not an easy hand. You've got to attack that backhand towards the commentary booth. Serbia likes this one. He's running after it, clicking the fingers. No, if he had found the white there, it would have been great. But he's a little bit heavy. Leaves himself slightly. Andrew Sterley taking his time. Making his mind up. He's going to have a little attacking shot here. Pick his weight. Is it going to bend? Nope, it doesn't bend in time. He just finds the shot pole. Should still be just the one. Siepe goes 3-0 up. YouTube giving us a update from Durbanville, 35 degrees. Durbanville represented well, yeah, within Mathewson. Their green is also excellent. So this speed for speed. It's preferring to down on this backhand, which is a truer hand for the draw. That'll just pull up a fraction short. Very good ball. Spears really playing weight. And just of the characters, Paul White has played 2-1-2, playing Jerry Baker, who's also obviously this is the game between Mathewson and Sterley. Now Brad has 2-1-1, Matthews Perry 1-1, Josh Turner's played and Jay played 2-1-1. So matches still to go, but at the moment between them we'll have the going into tomorrow's. Session 3. It looks to be good on camera. Neil got off to a winning start. And a little fun fact, Neil Burkett's one winning veteran Masters after playing his last Masters, the Open. On Neil Burkett as keeper, friends along the way will be having a good look to Neil Burkett. Bets he got off to a in his breather. The bets only games a day. Although as fit as a fit. walking. Plays competitive bowls out of in Cape Town. Fine in all the big teams. Has a competitive drive as he did. Yeah. Cracking start. Just put Andrew found the but that is a good, but in a good spot. The jack. If the that shot bullet was fine, so excellent. Yeah. Get down. Looks like Jason 7 on Desi Rosenblatt's making a fight back against Jackson Rensburg. That's another good ball. No. Skip is down. Did he make 3 of it, yeah? One. It's a good ball. Baker's one. Siepia taking his time. Look. Sturdy is holding beautifully. Now the ball had stayed on. He's only got the one in the head though, so shot selection is very important here. He's 5-0 up. He won't want to drop a big number. Coming in the YouTube live chat, always great to hear. Keeps it interesting. Back. Probably fearful of taking out a shot. Sterley can now play the forehand if he wants, across the head. Then if he finds that ball, he can make 4 of it. So a little bit of a tension point in this game. Let's see how confident he will be. Something disturbing Andrew in his delivery. He's just resetting, composing himself. It's just drawing another, or attempting to. Well, we had to wait for the shot that could have made 4 of it, but takes the one. He's off the mark. No pressure like a singles game, and this is the highest level. Players from around the country with extremely good records, players in form. Sterley going. Oh, that jack stays on, almost on the edge. He's playing the longest end he can play. We're just going to bring in a special guest now to come and have a word. A bowler who needs no introduction because he usually introduces himself ahead of time. One of the competitors this week, and our newest men's Protea cap, Sean Thomas. Thanks for stepping in for a couple of minutes. How has your Masters gone so far?
Thank you, Wade. I've managed to get 2 out of 2. This morning I won 21-14 and then now 21-19 against Willie. It was a humdinger. Last year it was 21-20. We finished at 7 o'clock
in the floodlight. Yes, I remember.
And this time it was 21-19. And this time I just sneaked over the line, but the greens are very good. Yeah.
I chatted to Wilson after that match, and he said you earned it. You know, it was a good game, but you seemed to earn your luck, and you earned the right results on the shot. So he was full of praise for your game. Are you feeling quite confident now? A fast start is obviously always welcome at the Masters.
Yeah, yes. Every game is a big. But next up, I'm playing Wayne Roberts, also 2 silver medalists last year, and him and I pairs combo at the African States, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Wayne Ritmel is 2 out of 2, so there's 3 of us in the section, if I'm not mistaken.
You guys are, you've set quite nicely for a nice finale this afternoon. It looks like we might have some thunder, hopefully the lightning on the green. Sean, you mentioned the greens, they're running well. Is it a speed that you feel comfortable with?
Yes, I would say
it's another great
I'm
shot
comfortable. I would say 15 seconds, but when I went to Australia in 2023 for the Champion of Champions, apologizing that the greens were so slow. And it's a different ball game there, but the greens are really, to me, they're probably only going to get quicker.
Really great shot.
Yes.
Excellent shot from Silver. As he likes to do, it looks like he's picked up the one. Sean, I just want to pick your brain a little. You over the years you've built a tremendous record, and obviously singles title into the mix. You opportunity. Do you see yourself now as one of the players in the section to beat, or do you still feel like you've got a bit to prove? Where are you in your bowls career at the moment?
The green and gold squad is been but so there's 8 players in each, and the bowls that is the World Cup in Hong Kong and the Commonwealth, it's not like the world. There will be a team of 5, so the position you cannot rest on your laurels. I mean, the Masters, inter districts, nationals, you need day and getting is key.
Yeah, and you're doing that at the moment. Tell me, how hard is it to maintain level? Because you actually haven't maintained your level. I think you've gone up a notch or two. How much practice are you putting in? Actually gearing for games, etc. Like, walk us through just what it takes to be at the top and to stay there.
Yeah, no, definitely, Wade. Sometimes in the off season, there's not many months where it's off, but there's a few months where it's off. Sometimes then you don't even really look at a bowl competitive season, which is months. I would say you're playing almost every weekend. So during the week you play maybe 3 times a week, and then the other days you go to gym. Especially in like the seasons, if you play 30 ends each in heat, mentally the player that's stronger and that 5% difference will result in winning or losing.
Yeah, the margins are very tight, so if you can give yourself any competitive edge, you've done well. Talk us through some of the competitors coming up. You've what's next? That's be easy. Yes. You haven't played Wayne Rittmiller. Are those the 2 guys you feel that you need to be there and thereabouts with to medal?
Asked me, and I think Nick won 2. I'm not 100% sure, but he's also in my section. Last year, I managed to sneak a 21-20 against him, and then immediately thereafter played Willie and went 120. Even the player that potentially has lost 2 out of 2, if they go on and win 5 games, they definitely get a medal. But if something goes their way, they might even sneak into the final because of permutations.
Yeah, so Nixa actually lost 21-20 to Terence Midland.
So then he's still in the mix because of shot aggregate.
He's still in this year. Billy Radloff nearly played himself into medal contention by winning 3 in a row on Saturday. So mentally, you've got to take nothing for granted, and you have to focus every game. I'm not going to ask you for too much more of your time. I know that you have a little bit of time to prepare for your next game, and I just want to wish you well and good luck, and thanks for popping by.
Okay, thank you, Wade. I'm going to watch some good bowls and just relax for a few minutes.
Before the war starts again. Enjoy. So that's good to hear from one of our competitors, Sean Thomas. Recent addition to the ranks of a Protea bowler, is doing everything in his power to stay there. Andrew Sterley picks up the 1 there. CP had 4 good bowls, but Andrew's bowled just enough. And I've asked South Africa COO Bobby Donnelly to step into the booth as we head into nearly the middle section of this game between CP Mathewson and Andrew Sterley. It's Northern Cape versus Eastern Province. Sepia's weight has been very good in this match. But Andrew is fighting back nicely. Both young players with extremely good deliveries. And that's a very good start from Andrew. Jerry Baker leading 8-3 against Paul White. Marizal Rousseau's 14-12 up on Annika Skippers. Jackson Rensberg is 15-9 up on Desi Rosenblatt. Secho Makoto has got into the lead now against Bridget Hurselman as Sepia puts a ball into the ditch with his first one. Good afternoon, Bobby.
Good afternoon, Wade. Good afternoon to all the viewers that have tuned in to watch some fantastic bowls here at the Bowl South Africa Masters event. It's extremely hot today. The players are, some of them are into their third game now for the day, and the heat is very, very sapping, and it's a sign of fitness now as well. The fittest will survive.
Yeah, well, Andrew said he's turning up the heat here. He was 5-0 down, but he's found his weight very well, and he's got this backhand going away from the commentary box very well. You have to be so precise with your weight. That's a cracking ball from Sepia.
Well, that was a great adjustment from his first ball.
And that is not letting go of the jack. It's all over it. And it is February in the month of love, so that one is all over it. Brilliant. Andrew just trying to find his own ball onto the shot ball to release the jack, but not easy with weight to get it to come back.
Yeah, these greens are running at a very good speed, probably between 14 and 15 seconds. And you find generally when the coastal players come up to Gauteng, they do tend to battle the first couple of games to get tuned in with the speed of the green. This is not what they would play in week in, week out. And Andrew's having a bit of a go, which is basically a type of a coastal green shot again, playing a heavy shot, and
it's only, after all these bowls, there's only 2 woods left on the green.
Certainly, and Sepia is known as one of the big drivers in South Africa bowls, which means he plays a lot of heavy shots and kills a lot of ends or burns a lot of ends.
Yeah, he knows he can move the jack back and he'll pick up 2 here, so he won't be short with this one. That forehand takes a while to get back. It's good weight for the shot he wanted, but just the one. You don't often see that with one ball left in the hand, only 2 balls left.
Certainly.
I don't know if you caught the end of Jerry Baker's game against Sepia, but very entertaining match, 20 all, and Jerry brought the mat up onto the 2 and boxed the white. He didn't really stay with it, so it was a little bit interesting after that, but Jerry managed to prevail. But very entertaining for the viewers at home to watch Jerry Baker in full form. There's Jerry's ball, as you can see on the monitor, hit the jack, didn't stay with it, but with his last ball drew a shot.
Yeah, Jerry often does that. I've seen him at international level as well, win us 20 all, and he played the same shot in the JBA singles the one year against Robbie Rayfield, the late Robbie Rayfield, 20 all, and Jerry's first ball put it in the ditch, and touching the jack, impossible for the opposition, so they just shook hands.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said afterwards, if he draws, Sepia would just run it. So, try and play the perfect shot and kill the game. So he nearly got it. He said he was a centimetre out. I suppose at Jerry's level, that's a bad miss for him, but it was very thrilling for the crowd. Annika Skip is 15-12 down against Marisol Rousseau. So Annika's obviously looking for a win here to boost her rankings. And I suppose a player like Wayne Roberts will be trying to do the same. It's a very big introduction to the Masters, being part of the World Bowls circuit now and qualifying for rankings points.
Yes, for the viewers out there that don't know, there are a number of tournaments in South Africa that qualify you for World Bowl Series ranking points, including the Nationals, South African Masters, as well as international tournaments like the African States.
It's a wonderful addition and it gives people playing in the Masters even more incentive. Annika was there and thereabouts and nearing the top 10. Wayne Roberts is obviously looking to keep his spot inside the top 10. So they probably don't put the cart before the horse, but it is a lovely addition.
Certainly, and Wayne Roberts accumulated a lot of points in the last 2 years at the African States. He's the current champion of the African States tournament. He won gold last year, and the year prior to that as well, he won gold in the singles. So it's a lot of points that he accumulated to go with his national singles last year winner. So hence he's ranked number 4 in the world at the moment.
Yeah, Sepia's in control of this head.
Yeah, I think he needs another ball close.
Set.
Just not the weight.
Well, at least it's another ball close, because it was the shot for Andrew to run. Sepia's ball out for 4. That's not going to be an option anymore. I think the best shot will be just to try and maybe draw the shot and chip away. It's only been 9 shots scored in 7 ends, so the game is very tight. You don't want to flick the jack as you go past and drop a 3.
Yeah, he's chasing this one. I think he likes it. Is it going to get down? It is getting down. Is it going to get there, though? It's coming up short.
Well, that's definitely second. So
yeah, he chased it, but just coming up short, which is obviously with the green speed, it starts playing in your mind. You can't be heavy, as he would have just missed that ball on the wide side before it started coming down. So you have to be so accurate. It's a proper test of skills when the green starts to run 15 seconds.
we do have a big bank of clouds building up, but the clouds have been there most of the day, and it's quite refreshing when the clouds do cover the sun. A bit of shade in the area, and I'm sure the players will appreciate that as well. Rain is not forecast for this afternoon. It was forecast this morning, so we've been very fortunate with the weather. Been fortunate there's no load shedding, which affects the Wi-Fi. So everything's running according to plan.
Still 2 more days, Bobby. Don't jinx it. But just giving you an update on other scores on the screen. Annika Skerpes is needing to dig deep. She's 17-12 down against Marisol Rousseau. Marisol obviously beat Bridget in her first game, 21-20. Bridget is 13-14 down against Secha Makoto. Jackson Rensburg is keeping her nose in front of Desi Rosenblatt, 16-11. And Jerry Baker is 9-5 up on Paul White.
Yeah, that's a big win for Jerry. If Jerry can get past Paul White. Jerry's been a bit under the radar this tournament. There was a presentation made last night to Colleen Pickett for her services of bowls to South Africa. So the focus hasn't been on Jerry so much this year, and he's kept under the radar, and I think that's the way he wants it. He wants to be that person in the shadows, all of a sudden popping up on you, and he's there in the final.
Yeah, I think if you win 3 from 3 on the opening day, you lose your sort of flying under the radar status. So he's playing well. He's got through a tough game against Sepia. Sepia's getting another shot in the head here, so he's putting the pressure onto Andrew quite nicely. But yeah, it's a lovely gesture and a lovely recognition for Colleen, the true first lady of bowls in South Africa. Marvellous service over 20 plus years, won this title 7 times, has started pretty well too, so
yeah, I think she's determined, and the pressure's off her now. She spoke very nicely last night, mentioning about the huge disappointment when she was left out of the South African squad. And so, we had a guest speaker last night, Victor Vermeulen, was very inspirational, and I think everybody took something from him. And I think immediately Colleen took something out of Victor's message, and it was live every day as it comes, because you don't know when it's coming to an end.
Yeah, and to get over disappointment with the right mind frame and the right spirit. And I think Colleen, sort of as disappointed as she was, she took that from Victor. So yeah, Google him, Victor Vermeulen. He was a top quality teenage sportsman, and tragically had an accident and became a quadriplegic, and has now spent a lot of time as a motivational speaker, and he certainly is a motivation. And I must say, Bobby, I think what I enjoyed most was his wicked sense of humour. I think he's maybe honed that even more, but he had a brilliant sense of humour, and he really enjoyed the presentations and things like that. And reading the players out, he was quite animated and enthusiastic about where people are coming from, what they've done. And Mark Bevan's children was a farmer, and he was asking, what does he farm? Very, very animated. And he was a real asset and the highlight of the evening.
Yeah, he certainly was. And normally when you listen to these guest speakers, after about 20 minutes, you have a little bit of murmuring and noise around the hall. People get bored with it, but he must have spoken for an hour last night, and you couldn't hear a pin drop in that hall for an hour, and you got a standing ovation.
Yeah,
and he
has a great sense of humour.
And he did mention to me that he's basically on his retirement stage and is not doing many talks anymore, but he would like to come to my club and clubs around where he stays in Northcliffe, and speak to the players.
Yeah, I think particularly with the rise of junior bowls, Bobby, it's a very good message. I know our junior bowlers, particularly these ones at the Masters, they play the game in the right spirit, but his message of teamwork and doing things together, between him, his mom and his helper Elias, it's a real team effort to make things happen. And he was just a brilliant speaker, and he was tremendous respect for his talk. I don't know what you're going to do next year. You went from Skulk Poseidon, the comedian, to a quadriplegic telling us to live life to the full each day. I don't know, perhaps you'll do next talk from the top of Kilimanjaro or something, stream you in, because it was certainly a change from last year.
Yeah, it certainly was, and I think it went down very well this year. It was he actually spoke to all groups, all age groups. There were 16-year-old girls there last night, and there were 75-year-old ladies playing in the veterans. So there was a wide age group that he was speaking to, and I think everybody went home with some thought in their heart, which he touched.
Yeah, there's a book, The Victor Within, that he has authored, and the next thing I'd like to just bring up quickly, you mentioned it last night, but there's a very special birthday in the Bowl South Africa fraternity today. Dr. Charles Lowe turns 100, and if anyone from the Port Alfred Cowie border EP region will know what an absolute legend he is. Those Cowie greens have been well known for their standard over the years. And Dr. Lowe, congratulations on your milestone, centenary. And happy birthday. We hope you're having a great day. Perhaps he's even watching the live streaming.
Well, I hope so, Doc. If you are there, happy birthday for today. We read a short message out last night as well at the opening function about Doc. He was the doyen of greenkeepers in South Africa. Published many books, and became honorary life member of Bowls South Africa. He's now 100 years old, and he still remembers incidents that have happened 90 years ago in his life. His family actually gave him a book with 100 questions for his birthday. 600 questions.
600.
600 questions, and the first question was, what was the first movie you saw? And he gave the correct answer. It was when he was 4 years old. He remembered the movie. Got a very good brain. As we said, he's a doctor, a medical doctor, and spent hours and hours on greenkeeping in South Africa. And he was commissioned throughout the world to help with greens. As we said, he wrote books which were published overseas. So, Doc, I know you're having a birthday function on Wednesday at the Cowie Sports with you and your close family, and hopefully that you have a good lunch. I know that Eastern Province and Border presented you with a plaque last Sunday at their practice game. So, happy birthday, Doc.
Yeah, he deserves all the well wishes and all the recognition for his service to the game. A true specialist when it comes to the art of greenkeeping. I mean, that's probably the hottest topic around, even more controversial than selections. You know, everyone likes to moan about greens, but Doc certainly did a tremendous work, laid great foundations for the future with his book, which was published when he was 88.
Yes, it took him 8 years to write it. I think it was 468 pages, A4 pages. Well, Andrew Sterley has just drawn 3 very good bowls. I'm not sure how many. They're having a good look around. I think they might have to call an umpire, yeah?
Well, he's also lost his opponent. I think Sepe's gone off to the bathroom. So,
yeah, talking about opponents, somebody walked past here earlier on and said, you know where Neil Burkett is? He's gone missing. They're looking for him down on the E-green he's supposed to be playing. I don't know where he is, but there's a good chance he might be in the pub placing a bet on a horse somewhere.
That's a rumour, Bobby. I've never seen him place a bet on a horse myself. Only on a winner. That's all he places bets
So,
on.
Neil, if you are watching this live stream, please get down to the E-green. He's supposed to be playing.
I think I saw him having lunch at a point. So, you know, he was only due to play the second and the fourth session. So, obviously the bets have sped up things down there. I took a stroll down there, and the quality of bowls on that green is just tremendous. Some very close games, but the standard is very high. Guys like Robbie Pickett, Francois Kuhn, Gianni Gatti, Tiens Fraser, some of the newer guys on the scene, James Evertser in his first game, first time in the Vets Masters. You know, the quality is just tremendous.
And those guys are very competitive as well. You know, they might be over 60, but the competitiveness that they show, and they're eager to do well. It's basically a tournament within a tournament for them. There's a lot of banter and camaraderie amongst the senior bowlers as well in South Africa. They take the mickey out of each other as well every now and then.
So on the screen we've got Jerry Baker is 11-9 up.
Yeah, Paul White has pulled back a little bit now. He was 11-2 down. And we all know what Paul White can do on the green. If anybody had watched that semi-final of the national singles last year, we produced an absolute brilliant display, unbeatable display at Bedfordview Bowling Club. We demolished Sean Thomas.
And Sean didn't bowl badly in that match either.
Certainly not, and I think he was 14-0 up on Sean, and he didn't give Sean... basically, Sean never saw the jack.
In the game next door, Mozal Rousseau is 20-13 up on Annika Skeppers, so that would be something of an upset given Annika's singles record over the last few years.
Certainly.
And Daisy Rosenblatt has also roared back into contention against Jackson Rensburg, 16-15. So this green is at the moment producing a few matches worth coming down for. I'd give permission at 2:30 to bunk work for the rest of the afternoon and get down to Wingate Park and enjoy the rest of session 3 and session 4.
Yeah, the club is very spectator friendly. Plenty of parking. Get down to Wingate this afternoon, but later on to meet the players. I know many of them are very tired today. Function ended quite late last night.
Annika Skeppers has picked up 2015 of the 19 ends. Andrew Sterley determined to go long.
Yeah, so Andrew actually picked up a 3 last end. The score's now 9-5. It's a big 3, you know, when you've got a low scoring game like that and all of a sudden you pop up with a 3, it has a big influence on the game.
That's a good spot. I reckon that makes Sepia consider changing hand. No, he's not going to. See, that ball is just on the drawing line there. So good bowling from Sepia there. I mean from Andrew there, just to set this head up correctly. You know, it's 9-2 down, he picks up a 3, he picks up another 2 here, and suddenly the early advantage from Sepia disappears. Slightly heavy.
Next to us, we've got quite an exciting game as well. We've got Secha Mokoto from Clarkstop, or Clarkstop as they called it up there, from the northwest, having a tight tussle against young Bridget Hurselman, who's a Protea. And Protea colours she was awarded 2 years ago. And then she had a baby, so she took a year off. But she's back with a vengeance.
Marizella's just drawn a front toucher, so that could be the game there. It's an excellent performance regardless. Andrew has bowled well in this end, blocking that backhand because everyone that's played on the string has favoured that backhand, so Sepia is staying on it.
Yeah, we must remember they are playing on an end rink. Sometimes the ditch hand on the end rink is not that true.
Yeah, the ditch hand just, oh, this is a cracking ball. It's just enough.
You can see Sepia running after his ball. He's a very fit young lad. He's got his Protea colours in cycling as well. Keeps himself very fit. A couple of big strong boys here coming up the ranks. Fitness plays an increasingly important aspect of the game.
Especially in this heat.
Certainly. 3 games a day is pretty tough, particularly if the games go over 20 heads.
It's going to be close. Annika Skep is just taking her time. She's 2 down. She has managed to spring the white off the bowl of Marizel's front bowl, so she's walked right back off, and she's actually having a word with her coach, her husband Morne Skeppers. She's walked right down and is having a word with her coach, so using up all the time that she needs. Looks like Sepia might be having a run here, Pop.
They're certainly lining up for it. Oh, what a great shot there. Unfortunately, he got the jack
he's
as
got
well.
his back ball.
Well, he actually got a touch. His toucher went into the ditch.
Yeah, but that's a very fortunate result. It looked like it was going to go to...
Yeah, but he was dead on target there.
Yeah,
So he
bomb hit.
He deserved it. As we say, he's one of the most accurate drivers in South Africa.
He really is.
He very seldom misses.
And he had his ball out there that was heavy and narrow, and he got the shot.
That was a very good shot. Probably a big shot in the context of the game. Instead of going 9-7, now he's 11-5 up. Oh, sorry, he got a 1, so it's 10-5.
And Anneke has missed, and that means Marazal Rousseau wins that game. So there's a big game, big result in that section.
Yeah, it's nice to see the sportsmanship after the game. Both goals gave each other a big hug, and both of them are smiling. And we mentioned that earlier. I had a spell down with the juniors now, commentating on one of their games there. And what impressed me is the excellent sportsmanship that the juniors produce on the green. They give each other high fives. There's no bad feelings between the players on the green, and they just enjoy themselves. And when they win, they're happy. If they lose, they don't take it too much to heart. And I think it's the product of our junior tournaments that we do have in South Africa, the under 15s, under 18s, and under 25. There they are taught about good manners on the green, but not only on the green, off the green, how you conduct yourself, how you interact with people.
The one thing I will say, they might be young, but they're not inexperienced. A lot of them have been around the block for 5+ years, and which means it's good. It means it's instilled in them, and when they're 55, they'll be playing the same way, which is a wonderful way to enjoy the sport. If your opponent bowls a good ball, there's nothing you can do about it. You applaud him and you say well done, and it's really something that's taken over bowls generally. Is the game is played in a far better spirit between opponents. Sure, there's sometimes games are a bit tense and a bit tight, but for the majority it seems like there's a very good spirit. It's tracking nicely. Andrew Sterley, can he pop the white through? No, catches onto the ball.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky there. He was in the target. And it's amazing, both players are going ditch to ditch, both playing long heads.
Yeah, CP's got his weight control down quite nicely now. That one's just stays on, which is good because it's 2 down.
Well, Paul White is now pulled up to 11-10 against Jerry Baker. Jerry can't seem to get off the 11, but he is at the moment.
Holding the one by the skin of his teeth down there, and Jax and Daisy's just picked up a 3, so that 19. So Jax van Rensburg was in control of that. Is now 2 shots from losing it. So Daisy has pulled back quite well in that game. The fight across every discipline here between ages is actually remarkable. Doesn't matter what your opponent on, you just they're trying to pick up and stay in the game. And Daisy's done that very well. She's just lost the jack there though.
Well, I think Jerry actually sold the shot with his last ball. It's now 11 all.
11 all after 15 ends. Andrew Sterley's trying to manufacture a shot in the backhand. He can find the ball or the jack. He's found.
He needs to stay with it.
Sepia's backward saves the day.
Yep.
So Sepia's had two two heavy-ish shots that have saved the day, going up and coming back down. So 11-6 now to Serbia.
Yeah, it's amazing, this game of bowls. You know, when you're up in the game, those shots seem to go for you. When you're down in the game, they seem to go against you. Maybe it's a case of chasing the game a little bit.
Secha Makoto, 16 all against Richard Hesselman, and has drawn number 1 there, so that game's not ending anytime soon.
Yeah, that's a great opener from Serbia. That's a great singles player.
Yeah, the first ball is so crucial, and he's done it time and time again in this match.
And the important thing is when you're up in the game, you just certainly must not release the pressure. You keep the pressure every head after head. Eventually, it's like slow poison, you kill the person off, the opposition off.
Look at this ball from Andrew Street. He's just putting up short, but that's very good try. Another good ball from Serbia. Decision time for Andrew. Does he stay on that hand?
Yeah, it's not much of a target either, so I think it's damage limitation. Yeah, you've got to try and get a good second first.
Just playing beforehand.
Well, he's having a bit of a run.
Can't find his own to get a result. Oh, okay, that's one out.
Well, left with one ball in the green again there.
Yeah, not for the first time in this match. See, Bobby, I think like the youngsters think there. You asked him to draw another one, and I thought he might just size up a little run, given that.
Yeah, there's no fear with the youngsters nowadays. I'm talking about youngsters. I mean, these guys are in their 40s and 30s, so yeah, there's no fear.
And Serbia's responded excellently, just putting it right back. That's brilliant bowling.
Well, he's committed himself now. He might as well have another go.
Oh, he was 2 down. He might as well stay 2 down.
I think he's on the white side. Yep. So now he's going to be under huge pressure with his last ball to try and save. Whereas if he'd drawn with his second ball, he possibly could have had a good second. Unfortunately, Serbia ball is a toucher. So that is one ball that will count if he hits it.
I'm not sure that.
Yeah, that was not the best ball.
I would have just drawn into the head again and heaped the pressure on him, because now the Maxi can pick up his 2. So.
Yeah, well, he's got to have another go and take one out. That's probably the best option because he can't get the shot.
It's closer.
Got the one.
Oh.
So
And one ball on
the green again.
And it was the first ball, and it was the only one ball on the green. So can only get one shot if there's only one ball on the green.
That's what I was thinking with Serbia's last ball. Maybe he should have put it halfway up the green. It would have been a shot anyway.
Oh, anguish in Andrew Studi's face there as he misses the main prize. Took one out there, only dropping the one. It's not the end of the world, considering that ball was a front toucher. They're just taking their time delivering all the woods back onto the green. 7 of 8 were in the ditch or on the bank.
Well, Desi Rosenblatt has now taken a 19-17 lead against Jax van Rensburg. Those two girls will know each other very well. They toured Hong Kong and played in the Hong Kong Classic 2 years ago. Apparently they got on very well there and they caused a little bit of havoc there. They were enduring to the crowd. The crowd loved them. The people in Hong Kong loved them. And we received a letter from Hong Kong complimenting them on their wonderful sense of humour and the way they played the game.
Two assets. Jax has done very well with her young bowlers in JBA and leading them and that kind of thing and winning the national title with them. And Desi's been around for quite some time and is a real popular character coming out of the Woods in PE, and I'm sure that the Woods bowlers are tuning in whenever Desi's around to see how she does. But teaming up is a huge combination. Two big personalities, two great bowlers. No wonder they did so well and brought back a medal and brought back all the compliments. Big assets to South African bowlers. You notice that Sepia didn't get the jack as far back as he had liked. Throwing it there, and he was a little bit heavy with his first, so he won't want to surrender the nice advantage that he's built up in this game. For the most part, he's been in control, especially when you have your opponent having 3 drives in a singles game. You know that you are a little bit ahead. It's a good ball.
But what's interesting is Andrew Sterley picked up a 3 on a similar length 2 ends ago, and Andrew Sterley was basically, I think he's battling on the long green, on the long ends, and it might be in his mind that he doesn't want to throw a short head because if he gets close, Sepia is going to run it. But he's actually playing far better on the shorter end.
I think all you can do, Bob, in that kind of scenario is carry on with that. Play a length that suits you, and eventually Sepia will miss. He has to miss. I know that he's very accurate, but if you hit it 7 or 8 times out of 10, there's 2 times you could pick up a number. So
at least you're applying pressure on your opponent
and forcing him to hit, and he might suffer with bad weights afterwards. So Sepia has the best back ball. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't have a little run go in the end. Andrew now probably is more in his head now than what you've just said, that he knows that if he bowls a target, it will be hit. Jogging after it. Does he like it? Is it going to get all the way down there? It is. And
that is it's meat for a lion. That I'm sure Sepia is going to have a full go at that.
He's lining up. But actually, best case scenario would be a shot a little bit just over to find the split and run
there it comes.
3. But this is a full drive. It's missed.
Yep, exactly what you mentioned earlier on, Wade. Keep playing your strength, and hopefully he misses.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happened. Now it's 2 threes that he's picked up. Well, if he draws now, it's 3, and it'll be 2, 3 back-to-back threes coming down this way. And so it will surprise me if he goes long again.
Yeah. I think he went long just to try and get into the right distance with the grass, but he's got to go short if he wants to score. He's changed his hand. He doesn't want to move the jack, so he's changed his hand. He's trying to dead draw it. Yeah, you can't really blame him there. He knows he's got 2. And any movement on the white would be bad, but check the way it was absolutely spot on.
Yeah, so that's 2 to Andrew. Now 12-7 after 15 ends.
Jerry Baker is 13-11 down after 17 ends against Paul White. It looks like Jax is clawing her way back. She's 19-17 down, but it looks like she might be holding. So those 2 teammates are going toe-to-toe. Secha Mokoto is holding shot, and she's 18-16 up against Bridget Husserman. They're playing the 20th end. While Andrew's clearly not listening to us. He's sticking on the long stuff.
Andrew's just distracted there a little bit. Some plastic has blown onto the green.
Didn't affect his ball too much.
I thought he was running after his ball there for a minute.
Yeah. And then got distracted by the plastic as opposed to the other way around. That's one of his
Yeah, well, it was a good ball to run after.
best openers in a while. Not quite a full length. He's put it just about on
Well,
the
Andrew has
4 meter
proved me
mark.
wrong. Gone to T to T, long end, and he's nailed it with his first.
Yeah, it's just 1 meter off the tee there, and it certainly helps. $19.18 to Desi Rosenblatt over Jax van Rensburg.
Yeah, that game is certainly going down to the wire.
Looks like Jerry's holding. He's drawing for another. Against Paul White, he's 13-11 down. Should pick up at least a single.
Yeah, when you look at their heads aren't that very tight. Might be the rink they're both battling with.
I think when they've been tight, they've been exceptionally tight, and when they haven't been, they've been
Yes.
looser than most. So, it might be the rink, it might be the pressure, it might be the heat, it might be all of the above. Andrew Sterley is holding 3 here. For the first time, he's got his opponent a little bit under the pump. It's an excellent second shot. Changes the whole dynamic of the head.
Yeah, it's given him a big chance with his last ball. Play a big shot.
Andrews onto the forehand. This hand requires perfection in terms of weight if it's going to get back. It's a bit short, doesn't get back. Siepe has the 2 best backs and is down 1. He won't drive, but this could be a shot, a weighted shot, chop and lie, because any movement on the jack there would be good for him.
It'd be very unfortunate to take his own ball out on the backhand, so if he can get a piece of Andrew's ball onto the jack and his ball follows through onto the jack, he could make 3.
Yep. He's not short. Is it going to hold? Looks like it will as it starts.
Well, if he
to
gets
bend.
his ball square, he's
No,
played a great
He's
shot.
got Andrew's ball. That's a
A
ripper.
great ball.
That's a ripper, folks.
Absolute great ball there by. He played it with really good weight. Wasn't a danger of him removing his own ball off the head.
Yeah, you called it, Bobby. I mean, that weight was perfect. If he found his ball, he was going with the jack. But first prize was Sturdy's ball. He's done that. He's picked up 2. And a head that Andrew was in control of was turned on its head with 2 fantastic balls. He gave himself a big chance with his first and converted with his last ball. So well done.
Yes, certainly. It was a great shot there by Siepia. And even though Andrew played well that head, he's not scoring on the long ends, so it's... Yes, Siepia's throwing a little bit longer, but he has got the mat up as well. So it's basically just over a 3/4 end. The mat is up about 2 or 3 meters.
I think that he's enjoying just having the jack down on the 2. So he's manipulated the length a little bit, but he has enjoyed the jack being on the 2 meter mark. It's finishing quite quickly. So Jax van Rensburg has played a very big bowl there to hold a couple, but Daisy does have the last bowl. As Andrew finishes very well here. I think Andrew's getting better as this game's gone on. He's found the weight. You know, your margins in this, if you're a mat over, you're in trouble because the lines are quite definite. So not a lot of room for error, and he's found his weight perfectly.
Well, Jerry has scored 2 ends in a row now. It's now 14-13 to Jerry, and he's brought the mat right up.
Something else, Bobby, that maybe you want to watch tonight on the live streaming is some of the gamesmanship that Jerry employed against Seopia, sort of, smiling at him, 20 all with the jack up. I mean, with the mat up and the jack there, Seopia knew what he was doing, and Jerry kind of said, look, I'm going to do it. And, I think he was kind of maybe daring him, if I miss, you better do it because I'm going to do it with my next one. So
Certainly.
Jerry is still as competitive as ever. But throughout was very complimentary of his opponent's bowls. And Daisy has picked up a 2 there. 20-18 up on Jax. Jans van Rensburg. Seche Makoto. Is 20-16 up on Bridget Herselman. Just with the quick finish in the afternoon, the bowlers are struggling to get that front toucher. So Sterley holding the 1. Front toucher makes it 3. It's a real hush around Wingate Park as all the spectators are glued to the matches they're watching. It's all quite quiet, a lot of focus.
Yes, a big crowd building up here this afternoon. Those spectators who wish to come and watch tomorrow, there's some great games here tomorrow. Tomorrow's moving day. And get you nice and early, get your seat.
Sterley's got another one there.
We do start at 8:30 in the morning, so from 8:30, you can have a full day of bowls. No charge.
Yeah, it's full value entertainment if you're down and you can watch this action close up. 3 to Andrew Sterley. So that's quite a big move in this game. Reduces the gap, 14-10 now. And he'll go T to T. There's Jerry Baker's designated manager coach for the weekend.
Is there Jaggers?
That's Raggers, yeah. And to the left of the screen, obviously you've got Wayne Ritman on the right, Haley Erasmus. And then you've got Coach, who's down as, I think, a second coach to Jerry Baker. So Jerry's maybe giving his age away, needing two coaches for the weekend, but they've all been signed in and official, and Raggers is just taking his notes. And I believe they've got a post-match team debrief after the day's play. Raggers just pointing out a few technical flaws in Jerry's game. I know all the Constantia bowlers are enjoying every glimpse they get of Raggers out here.
Another one down.
Well, Daisy Rosenblatt has picked up the one that she needed to
He's
win
won the game.
and has just beaten Jackie van Rensburg 21-18. Again, great sportsman shown between both players. No animosity. It is what it is. Bridget Carlitz has got one ball left to save her game. She is 20-16 down. And Secha Makoto is lying a back toucher. Bridget just had a run and she's missed.
Yeah, she's
It'll be a big win this for Secha.
got second shot, so she'll run again. Sepia gets around, holding 2. It's a very good comeback here after dropping the 3 on the previous end. Just sticking to his guns. 7 to go to the magic number. Jerry Baker and his coaching staff are 15-13 up after 20 ends against Paul White. Paul White must be one of the bowlers pushing extremely hard for higher honours over the course of the past few years, with a runner-up after his title, defending his title in the open singles. He's a absolutely lethal drawer. Seems to play well on all services. Very composed, very quiet guy.
Yes, he won the national singles in Durban in 2023. And then up in Joburg, he was runner-up in the national singles. So I think that's what the selectors are looking for, is consistency. Build up a 2 or 3 year record consistently.
Don't forget Paul White, when he won, he beats Jerry, Jason Evans and Nick Rusling. He beat 3 Springboks to the title, which goes to show that he really can mix it with the best, and he's just drawn an absolute bomb there. Looks like he's holding 2, so he might be levelling things up.
Yep.
He's changed his game. He's a player that can have a big drive as well when he wants to, but it seems like he's really looking to draw himself out of trouble these days more than anything, and it's proven.
Well, Jerry's at a run and he's taken all of Paul White's balls off the green to hole 3.
And Raggers is ecstatic with that one, and why not? He's had an absolute bomb drive there from 2 down, and Paul White's got the last ball, but he's 3 down. So absolute bomb drive from Jerry Baker.
So Jerry took Paul White's 2 balls off the green, and his third shot, which was quite close as well, he clipped that one out into the side rink. So Jerry's holding 3 about a metre away. Paul White has got his last ball to try and save this head.
I think he will. He's got quite a lot of room for Paul.
Just another great draw there from Paul White. So he's just drawn the shot. So his score's now 15-14 to Jerry.
He may not have drawn the shot. It pulled up quite quickly. They're having a look. Sepia may have done enough to get 3 back. So Paul White did get the shot.
Yeah, it's a bit of a loose end here from Andrew.
Yeah, that's not the. He didn't really have a ball within 3/4 of a metre, and at this level you will get punished. So he got a 3 and he gave away a 3, which moves Sepia Mathewson to 17 and now just 4 away from his first victory of the championship. As the temperatures get nice and cooler here at Wingate Park, with the crowds coming over, it doesn't look like that brewing thunderstorm will take place. I'm no weatherman, but it doesn't look like. It looks like we're going to see out the day without any interference. Oh no, Noel, you've chosen the absolute worst shot. You've done me dirty there, a little bit to the right, and you'll see more what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't think we'll have the thunderstorm. Interesting, Sepia going short and starting well. Very good.
Great opener there from Sepia. Andrew Sterley's under huge pressure now. He knows one head, and CP can win the game. He can pick up a 4. Important to get the first ball close. So he's running a little bit. So Secha did win that game against Bridget Durselman, 21-16.
Very good win for Secha. And if we're going to mention a few dark horses, if Fran Billeri keeps it up, she'll be quite tough to beat along with Marisol Rousseau. They've thrown that section wide open with Marisol Rousseau beating Annika Skeppers. So the three of them, all Proteas, looking to play themselves into the gold medal match. That section is very difficult with Colleen Pickett still in. Oh, that's a bomb. Well bowled, Andrew Sterley. That'll settle the run rate a bit. Very well bowled. Stayed with it nicely. But that section is as tough as it gets. 4 or 5 Proteas and Colleen Pickett. You can see the shot that Sepe is trying to play. Obviously he's had a little bit too much weight there, but he's trying to just chop and low or find the jack to his back ball. But Andrew Sterley now has a little bit of the upper hand. His third ball. If it gets down and around, Sepia might play into the bundle there and see if his ball runs on with the jack. Looks like he's having a dip.
Well, he's cleared the whole head and he's still one down.
There's only 2 balls left, but yeah, it's gone from bad to worse.
Well, he's Andrew's lying one and he's got about 6 meters to draw another.
Yeah, the jack didn't move. But he was only 1 down, Sepia. Now he's going to drop a 2 on the head. So
Yeah, I think it was the wrong selection there, but it must have just looked too inviting for Sepia.
yeah, it was on a short end that we mentioned. Andrew didn't need to be precise there. He just needs to be anywhere basically, and he picks up the shot. So that's 2. But Sepia, the shot selection there, that was always risky. He needed some movement on the jack. He got none. Jerry Baker in a ding-dong battle, 21 ends. He's 15-14 up, but he looks like he's 2 down with the last ball to come. So
Yeah, Paul White is holding 2 good ones.
and there's a nice shot of the Barton Insurance Brokers, what they do, motorhome business, travel insurance. Geesia and his team, long-time supporters of Bulls. So we, on behalf of Bulls South Africa, thank them for everything that they've done and continue to do. Jerry had a run at that and missed, so he's now surrendered the lead. Andrew Sterley is 17-12 down, but started well.
It's a great opener there from Andrew. If we can put a couple of good heads together now, we'll be back in the game. A couple of 2s. Let's see, he's a Protea. He's got the world of experience now. He's just recently come back from the African States tournament.
Just to answer a few questions and make a few comments. So PE Bowls Club are supporting Andrew Sterley. Dion is shouting for Andrew, and so is Sidi Potgieter. Nico Beertge is watching all the way from Kuwait. Nice to have you in the stream. Dave Moore is asking if Sepia won his last game. No, he didn't. Sepia lost 21-20 to Jerry Baker and lost his first game to Paul White. So he's looking for his first win. And Luke Ellis is asking if Raggers is the guest speaker for the evening. No, he's not, and he also didn't make the shortlist. So Raggers is purely for his managerial role in the team GB, and that's about it. But keep the comments coming. I particularly enjoy watching and listening to where you all come from. Watching the live stream, Kuwait, we've had Iraq, we've had New Zealand. And it's just great to see so many people passionate about the game of bowls.
So Paul White did pick up a 2 the previous head. So he's now leading the game 16-15 against Jerry.
And he's holding 2 as well on the 23rd end, so that's a huge tussle. Andrew Sterley's put down 2 great balls. He's looking to heap the pressure back onto CPA after picking up on the previous end, and he's done another ripper here, and you wonder if CPA might have a...
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that as well, Wade. I don't think there's any target there, so the balls are positioned awkwardly this head to have a run. Even if he connects his front ball, I don't think he'll get a result.
Yeah, and the tough shot on the screen so far has been the half a meter chop and lie shot. So
he's very close with this one.
He's just drawing and it's coming up short.
Yeah.
See, no bowler really has been able to play the trail shots, the chop and lie shot. It's been quite tricky. So the dead draw is the shot to play, and Andrew Sterley puts in another one, and he's right back into the contest.
Certainly. If he can draw for 4, Sepe will be under huge pressure with his last, and I don't think there's any other shot except a draw. I don't think the runner's on.
No, the runner's not on. Andrew is a bit wide, I think he's given Sepe half a chance. Although...
Yeah, I just needed a bit of weight and...
that isn't the worst
well, that's,
result for forcing Andrew forcing Sepe into a more attacking shot, so...
Yeah, I think he's forced his hand there now because he's basically blocked the draw on the backhand. If Sepe decides to run, there is a chance if he gets his bowl closest to the jack, he might take 1 out. I cannot see him taking more than 2 out. If it connects his front bowl, he might clip it and clip the other one out as well. So it's a very awkward head for Sepe.
Yeah, he's 3 down without any position really. So
yes, so it'll be very interesting to see what shot he's going to play.
Next door we have a match.
The important thing is to pick your shot in your mind,
running it,
walk down and
running it on the forehand.
Best result will be to get his bowl, which is closest to the jack. Yep.
And as we said before, he hits a lot, but even the best can't hit every single time. And Andrew's picked up a 3, closes the gap to 17-15. So
the game is on.
You called it all head. That there was no real. Look at the margins. It's basically you got 1 bowl either side of the jack. That's your target. There wasn't a big target. He might have tried to play a more, not a full drive, but a weighted shot on the backhand and see if he could chop and lie his ball up into that or find at least take 1 out. So he went for the drive, he missed. That's the second one. It's not missing by much, but a miss is a miss. Check that ball bounce in there, that's how hard he...
Yeah, it was a case of damage limitation. The best shot might have been still on the backhand with an extra meter of weight to get inside the ball and rattle into the head. Even if he got 3rd shot, it would have been better than 3. That is finished now, new head starting, and CP is taking a little bit of a break.
CP has gone to the bathroom. Paul White has picked up a 1. No, rather, he's picked up a 2. He's now 18-15 up. So let's see if Jerry can pull another one out of the fire. He needed to come from a similar margin against Sepe. So Paul White is looking to make it 3 from 3 and have a perfect start to his campaign. As we watch the bowler from Port Elizabeth find the white but just run on a bit, give Sepe a chance to get back into it. Not for the first time Paul White has lost the jack actually, so Jerry Spector short length there. We're talking about the game on C6 as we stream this tussle on C1, and next door Fran Belleri and Lizandra Hildebrandt are about to tee off. They're doing their trial ends. Lizandra, obviously the reigning under 30 champion. She participated in Hong Kong alongside Alvain Martineau in the junior under 25s indoors. Picked up a medal. But Fran will be determined after a very good win over Esme Kruger to bag another one, with Andrew Sterley just in front so far, but this looks like could be the shot ball. Again, slightly over the draw. Greetings from Switzerland, says Fani Brits. Well, Fani, lekker to have you on board our live stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Dirk de Wet complimenting Noel and the Talking Heads team for the great quality of the production. He's watching from Polokwane. And Andrew Sterley has put in another. Everyone is complimenting the quality of the live streaming, which is great. The pictures are absolutely wonderful. We've had some technical difficulties, but overcome them on day one. Yeah, we're enjoying high quality bowls. Streaming ranks have been to watch with 2 21-20 wins, as Sepia looks to sneak in, but that's enough. Andrew Sterley news that he's holding.
There's nothing really at the moment, so it's important to one of these players to draw within at foot range of the jack.
Well, it's a foot race now because Andrew Sterling's charging after this.
And if he gets a little touch on,
could make three
making
of
it
it.
more difficult.
Oh my word!
It's a great draw. So
could make three of it.
Yeah, so it forces CP's hand. CP has to try and draw. He doesn't want to drop back to back.
This is usually when you're in this little pre-match. Cannon is.
Well, he's killed the head. So it was a brave shot that because he was 3 down. But he backed himself and he played the shot.
He's got a very big tell on his pre-shot routine, and that's an excellent hit because he was 3 down. He would have gone into the deficit for the first time in the game. So full credit to him.
Big shot.
Fortune favouring the Brave there, burning the head. We're up to 470 viewers on the stream, and I'm sure plenty of family members and friends and clubmates will be watching later on in the day and catching up on the action for those hard-working bowls fans out there.
Yeah, I'm sure the guys down there in PE will be rooting for Andrew. Andrew's just recently won the Eastern Province singles, so his form is pretty good.
Yeah, he's a very well-liked character in that part of the world, so it's not only his clubmates, you'd have plenty of spectators watching. Skiven given Sepia a gap here.
And Sepia is from the Beaconsfield Park Bowling Club in Kimberley. There's a lot of Mathewsons there.
It's drawn the shot. Oh, it's pulled up a bit. That's a bit cheeky.
So we've got players from all over South Africa.
All ages, from 16 to 76 plus.
Certainly. We just each other, you know, it's You're playing bowls, there's no age discrepancy. It's you versus your opponent.
Oh, it's a good result there from Andrew. The mental fatigue must be coming in now. Jerry and Paul White have called for the umpire. I think Jerry's taken out one, so he's fighting in that game. Stadium head. It's a very good draw between both bowls.
About 4 ends ago, CP had a run, and he's had basically 3 runs in a go now.
And he's having another one.
And he might be losing his weight as a result.
He's having another one, and he misses. Oh, geez, did that touch? Oh, well, it finished on the bank, but that would have been interesting to see if that looked like it might have whispered past the jack.
Yeah, that is the...
Let's have a look on the action replay. No, but that's as close as you can get. Yeah, he's had 4 runs and he's hit 3.
Yeah, and you see that on his drawing game now, he just seems to have lost his way the past couple of heads on his drawing game.
And of Sepia.
And that's what's so that's to Andrew.
And it again.
And after himself, he has to backs himself on the forehand run.
2 hands in a row, 3 down. Gives his pre-shot routine. Big swing. He's got it this time.
Yep.
Excellent.
Well, that throw he saved. They brought up that way in the Kimberley Cop Clappers, and big smile on his face. He knows he got out of trouble there. So
the game would, if he hadn't hit that, he's been 3 balls, 3 shoe-ins in a row. That would be enough for Sterley to have gotten over the line. And
yeah,
as much as he was happy, if you looked at Sterley's body language, he said, "Oh,
not again.
He's going to do this all afternoon," and trust me, he will. He
got away and just keep on making the CP run because eventually he will miss. So Andrew's in at the moment where he's actually outdrawing CP. Carry on. Doesn't worry about having a run and killing the head. So ball is very important. If he gets something very close with his first ball, very seldom does an opposition hit it 3 times in a row.
Caleb McNally says, "Go Charles, go! Bring the gold." So Jerry Baker actually picked up a 4 in the previous end, and he's 19-18 up now after 24 ends. Telling him that he holds the shot. Jerry's trying to second. I think he's overkilling his experience card now. He might have used up all his experience in 2 games in a row.
Yeah, when you look at so many go to 20s and 19s and 18s, and there's normally the experienced player, the guys who've been there, done, who manage to pull through. But this is an important dead for Paul. After dropping a 4, you want to score the next dead.
Steady a little bit through.
Well, Paul has and Jerry is holding one, and he can draw for two. He will be holding game. Ball left. So Jerry's dropped his last ball short. Hope he doesn't come to regret that.
Well,
but Paul
the
White said,
marker's given them the correction there because Jerry didn't. Paul was having a real good look. Jerry's got everything else covered, so he can't really drop more than the
well, if Paul draws onto the jack, he'll pick up two.
two. Yeah. Have danger.
Yeah, well, he's got left. If Sepia draws for three now, and Andrew, his last ball, it'll be heartbreaking for Andrew because last 3 heads, Sepia. Well, he's touched the jack, so taken the front one out of the count, so he's still holding the two.
Two moves him to 19 with a bolt. Charles made himself trouble and then drawn very well here with the
That's Sepia's makeup, and he backs himself, and it works for him.
Jerry moves to 20 after 18. He's going to take them out. He seems to. Oh, wait.
Well, he's
It's a big. Andrew Sterley made there.
yeah, you know, with opposition as a and then when you cut your game, so which he has been doing well. So Sepi has got an opportunity now to draw for three. The jack there. He brought the jack halfway with the intention running the jack into the ditch with his. White has now got the mat and he's taken and he can play easily.
Another. Who's the white? Ooh.
Sepi could be three.
Should. So that moves him within one. So massive wins in this game has and who now has the chance of winning.
Sepi will be brave enough to bring the mat up halfway and run the jack. Maybe he runs it
Yeah,
and jumps over the top of the bank.
burns it.
So after using the mat, Paul White has thrown a Jerry's dropped. So it opens. Paul has to get something really close with his first bowl. Jerry will be under you.
Yeah, and that's the ball from Sepia. That's the match winner.
What should be going through his mind is just chip away, try and get a one. Just chip away, one at a time.
What is in Sepia's got a fantastic ball. This, I think Jerry might be short for the game. He is. And if he's up at 3, he wins that game 20, so
Jerry will regret losing the jack there. But his first two Paul is holding one. If he draws in front of the, he'll be under pressure. To say
He's trying to the jack. Looks like he's got it. That's a fantastic ball because that keeps him alive. Being able to play that ball today, so this is a huge ball from CP. He'll win the game if he can nail it. Yeah. There's a lot of room. This is a crucial ball for CP. Jerry's checking the last ball down there. A gap with being. Yeah, Jerry's drawn number.
well, Jerry has just drawn the shot.
That's 2 balls. Like that now. CP has put in another ball. Andrew's got 2. I think might need to find a
Self really a chance. His weight was bad and his line was bad, so he has to adjust with both of them with his last ball. Away from the mark.
what Jerry holding shot, but if Paul White finds the white, that's a thrilling finale. Paul White has second back. There's the shot ball, so very interesting. If he puts one in balls as we he likes it. Anyway, with this is good. There. Just get past that ball, you get the shot. So Andrew said he's drawing to
That ball from CP. Yeah. He's gonna when there is a, you do tend to put a little bit of weight on to get past the ball.
Now we've just had a spectator walking out. Can't see the end of that. As Sterley tries to save, but heavy. Mathewson gets his first win of the 2025 BSA Masters. He won 15 winners. And Mathewson will be back in a short while. You the last session of the